On, everybody? I'm back at y'all with another one with some exciting news. Again, I first took the GCIA, got a 79. This time I took the GCED and I got an 86. So I'm really happy about it, super excited. Glad to bring this video to you. I saw how much the GCIA video, um, given my experience and stuff like that, helped a lot of people. So I said, okay, as soon as I keep getting more certs, I'm gonna continue to make videos like this so that people, you know, can advance their careers and utilize my advice so that they can pass as well. So first of all, GCED is the Enterprise Defender. It's basically, in my opinion, and don't run with this, but this is just my opinion. It's what the CISSP should be if it was a technical cert. Because when I look at CISSP is like, I don't know, it's like managerial. But me, I want it to be hands-on technical, and that's what the GCED is. It covers a lot of different areas, but from a technical standpoint, and that's what I wanted the CISSP to be. But CISSP wasn't necessarily that. But I feel like for those people who want of to cover a wide range of topics but remain technical, I would say the GCED is a great cert to consider. First of all, to talk about it, it's 115 questions. They give you 3 hours, and it's I think you have to get a 70% in order to pass. There are no VM questions. It's all 100% multiple choice, which was kind of disappointing to me because when I took the GCIA, the VM questions were my favorite part, and I think that they could have, there were a lot of parts of the actual course work where they could have included VMs in it, and it would have been, in my opinion, very good. But for some reason, they chose not to, which was quite interesting to me. But it's so funny because when I took the GCED after taking the GCIA, I can understand now why the GCIA was Sec 503 and the GCED is Sec 501. Because the GCIA, in my opinion, is harder. It's definitely harder. So it makes sense for it to be a little bit up the chain than the GCED is in terms of their numbering. But at the same time, um, you know, the not saying that the GCED was a cakewalk, but definitely the GCED, in my opinion, is easier than the GCIA. So if you happen to have the GCIA and then you go back and want to take the GCED, you're probably going to have an easier time with it, like I did. Um, you know, um, One thing, since there are no VMs, there's really nothing, no advice that I can give you that isn't cliche here, which is create an index. For those people who watch my GCIA video, the GC the GCIA, when I took it, I did not index that much because um, a lot of the questions were very technical. They weren't like definition based or any of those things. So it was more, hey, look at these packets. Tell me what these TCP dumps mean. Enter these commands in order to get a certain result type of a deal. And with those type of things, I'm very good with. So the only things that I actually indexed is the things the commands that I needed help with, or you know, shortcuts to understanding certain things that I always got confused, like IP headers and the different headers and all of those different things, conversions that I had to make. Those were things that were in my index. So I didn't make the standard index that everybody says that you should make when taking a SANS cert. But I was, I had a rude awakening when I took my first practice exam for the GCED because I tried to do something similar that I did for the GCIA for my first practice exam for the GCED, and I failed horribly. Like I think I got like 40 something percent. I was like, wow, I need to index, create a actual legit index for this. Um, so I did, and for the second time around, I think I got like a 77 or something like that. And then when I took the actual exam, as you can see, I got an 86. So you know what everybody says that you should do: create an index, take the practice exam, revise the index, take the practice exam again, revise the index again, and then take the exam. So that's exactly what I did here. And each time, each iteration of that, I definitely increased my percentage that I scored. So I would definitely say create an index, create an index, create an index. They do give you an index that is in the back of the fifth book, but do not go off of that index. That index is it just seems like I think it is. I think it's like a Python script that they wrote that scrubs the different books for like keywords and then tell you what page it's on and what book it's in. But that script definitely has its flaws because when I took the first practice exam, when I couldn't find keywords or things in my index, I would go to the back of that index to look for things, and I wouldn't be able to find it. So um, yeah, so I wouldn't say rely on that, but I would say use that to populate to help populate your index. So like if it gives you a keyword, see if you can find that keyword within the book, within the different books. One thing that helped me is I don't actually when I was making my index, I did not use the physical books to read when going through the coursework and creating the index. What I did is I downloaded the soft copy of the book because you can search um you can search like keywords and stuff. So it'll tell you what book it's a part of. So it has one download that you can actually download that has all of the books as part of it. So I would just download that and then search the different all of the books for certain keywords and then bookmark the books that have the relevant information that I actually care about and that I would need to like bookmark and reference later. So that's what I would do. My index ended up being around 30 something pages. So when people say their index is 30 something pages before, I didn't believe them. But when I did this one, I was like, wow, yeah, they're right. So doing a proper index, you will probably have between 20 and 30 and 40 pages, I would say. Um, but yeah, man, I'm super happy. This is my second one. Um, and now my job actually, approves SANS certs on their approved reimbursement list. So I'm super excited about that. So I'm going to bring to you more videos as soon as I continue to get them. The next one, I don't plan to stop anytime soon. I'm going to keep going. The next one that I'm going to get is GDAT, which is the one it's like a purple team cert that focuses on both uh, red and blue, but it more so advanced threats like advanced persistent threats and the MITRE ATT&CK framework and how to I guess utilize those to detect threat actors on your network. So I'm kind of building up to, I guess, the epitome of blue side certs, which is GREM, the reverse engineering, which is, I heard, a beast of an exam, but I'm working towards that one. So GCIA, GCED, GDAT, and I think GCFA is on my list as well, and then GREM. So I have a few more videos to make. Looking forward to sharing with you guys. And of course, if you have any questions, feel free to put in the comments below. I'm very responsive. I'll always respond. And I want everybody to be as successful in their certification journey. So I hope this video helps, and looking forward to making more to support everybody else in the future.